Salut Vogue, j'espère que vous allez bien. La saison dernière, pour la Fashion Week, nous étions ensemble à Paris pour le défilé Balmain avec Olivier Rousteing. Et là, je viens de monter les marches, pas du métro parisien, car nous sommes à New York! Nous sommes à New York pour la Fashion Week. Parce que oui, les Fashion Week se passent dans plusieurs endroits du monde et il y a notamment 4 capitales de la mode qu'on appelle le Big Four. Paris, que vous connaissez déjà, Milan, Londres et New York. Aujourd'hui, on s'est dit pour cet épisode de vlog, essayons de décrypter le look new-yorkais, la mode ici, car elle passe de la rue au défilé à la rue. Et ça tombe bien car on a un très beau planning pour vous. J'enlève mon petit outfit parisien et on va aller rencontrer quelqu'un dont je suis un peu fangirl, j'ai hâte. Karlie Kloss, on arrive. Mais d'abord, petite part de pizza. $1 la part. Pour aller au show et pas être en retard, je devrais faire ça. Wow, you're so tall.
Oh, je t'aime, Vogue France.
On va se préparer pour ce défilé, le Vogue World. Voilà le look. Je sais pas quoi faire.
Someone gave me the title that I really like, the People's Paparazzi. It's a hunt.
New Yorkers aren't afraid to express their own personalities and style.
In New York, you have to be ballsy. On a quelqu'un qui nous attend et cette personne, c'est Karlie Kloss. Si on veut comprendre la relation entre les designers, mais également la rue et toutes les personnes qui vivent à New York et la façon dont elles s'habillent, il faut qu'on ait une mannequin qui a défilé des milliers de fois sur les catwalks new-yorkais et également qui a fait des milliers de pas dans la ville de New York puisqu'elle habite ici depuis un petit bout de temps. Elle nous a donné rendez-vous dans son cupcake shop préféré de la ville. Je suis très contente, elle a l'air super sympa et on va y aller à pied puisque c'est que comme ça que tu peux vraiment profiter de la ville de New York. On y va ? Bah, ils ont pas de trottinette ici? Pour aller au show et pas être en retard, je devrais faire ça. Is this how you dress every day?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not very classical.
I don't know why you say that. It looks like the designers are influenced by the street.
The New York streets, I think, are probably doing better than the American fashion scene right now. I know that's a strong statement, but...
You look so good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very inspiring. Hi. Wow, you're so tall.
Oh, so gorgeous.
Thank you for having us.
This is my favorite little coffee shop, and I love their vegan cookies.
Okay.
Have you ever had them?
No.
Come on.
Are we even on the same
I know.
length?
Can you fit
Can we fit in?
in the wide angle? This is good. Now we're in the same frame.
Same frame, yay! We stayed 5 minutes here before coming into the shops. And we saw so many looks. It looks like more than anywhere else, New York, like the street is the catwalk of everyone.
I feel like there's so much self-expression through fashion, especially in New York.
For sure.
And when you see somebody walking down the street, they are telling you exactly who they are, or at least who they are that day, and what they're thinking and how they're feeling. I mean, even me, it's like I put on my Isabel Marant boots and dress, and I was like, this is how I feel today. And that's the power of fashion, and I think living in a place like New York, you can express it. You can authentically be whoever you are, whoever you want to be. And the streets in New York are more interesting than the runways, so.
But tonight we have a show, the Vogue World show, that literally is in the street. Do you think that the street inspires the designers or the designers inspire the New York street?
I think it's a mutual relationship, a mutual love and admiration. It's kind of this, I don't know, symbiotic relationship in New York. Like fashion is not in a silo, it's not in a microcosm. You live it. This whole, the industry I feel like is also like such a part of the city in a way.
So more than anywhere else, we have confidence, fun, and I hope that it's what we will see tonight at the Vogue World.
For sure. These are my French Vogue friends.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Sal. This is such a New York. I like normally have a big bag that I just carry everything in. This is very impractical.
A little word in French before leaving?
Je t'aime, Vogue France.
That's perfect.
Thank you.
Bisous.
Bisous.
Bye.
Merci beaucoup tout le monde.
J'ai l'impression que mon anglais est sorti de mon crâne. J'espère qu'on a mis un peu de sous-titres au montage. Je vais aller reprendre mes esprits, on continue la journée et on va se préparer justement pour ce défilé dont elle parlait, le Vogue World de ce soir. Et apparemment, ça va être un gros truc. À toutes! Voilà le look! Et on est un peu en retard, donc on va y aller. On vient d'arriver dans la rue qui est complètement bloquée. Il y a plusieurs façades, des gens ont compris qu'il se passait quelque chose, car il y a plein de New-Yorkais qui sont en train de regarder le défilé. Et je pense que le show, tout le monde pourra le voir car il est en plein milieu de la rue. Le défilé appartient à tout le monde. On a tous les codes de New York. On a des newsstands là où on achète les magazines. On a également un marché aux pommes. Ah, super! Ils m'ont mis au premier rang. Je sais pas quoi faire. Après le défilé, tu peux boire ton thé Burberry. Tout est normal. Cheers! Un peu de calme après la folie qu'on vient de vivre. Je sais pas si avec les images vous avez vraiment pu comprendre ce qui se passait et ressentir l'énergie. Le Vogue World, c'est un défilé qui était vraiment pas comme les autres. En y allant, on n'avait pas trop d'informations. On nous a juste dit que ça allait représenter la ville de New York. Et je pense qu'entre ce qu'on a vu tout à l'heure dans les rues de Soho et ce qui s'est passé là avec des danseurs, des BMX, des mamans en poussettes habillées de la tête aux pieds. Les rues de New York sont parfois plus intéressantes que ce qui se passe au défilé de Fashion Week. Et ce que j'ai beaucoup apprécié, c'est que vous savez, c'est toujours très fermé ces événements. Toute la journée, il y avait des barrières sur le défilé et une fois le show terminé, ils ont ouvert les barrières pour que tous les New-Yorkais puissent venir dans cette rue et profiter des petits stands qui étaient sur place. Il y avait des kiosques gratuits pour récupérer ton Vogue. Il y avait également un marché aux fleurs. Il y a la boulangerie Fendi qui fête les 25 ans de son sac baguette. Et qu'est-ce qu'on pouvait avoir ce soir? Des mini baguettes. Burberry, marque anglaise, nous a offert le thé. Pour accompagner le thé, on a des petits biscuits. Dans la boîte à biscuits, tu sais la boîte à biscuits cachée ta grand-mère? Mais celle-ci, c'est une Gucci. Et votre petite hôtesse de Vogue doit aller se coucher car demain, notre journée est très remplie. Oui, je vais dormir dans ma robe. Bonjour, j'espère que vous avez apprécié le défilé Vogue World, un défilé inspiré par les rues de New York. Là, nous sommes dans les vraies rues de New York. Ceci n'est pas un kiosque Burberry ou Ralph Lauren, mais on va aller rencontrer un expert du style new-yorkais. Il s'appelle Watching New York sur Instagram et il adore le style des New-Yorkaises et des New-Yorkais. Allons-y. So we are with Johnny. Johnny is the guy behind the Instagram Watching New York. It's very inspiring. And
Thank
the
you.
concept of the Instagram is to shoot people in New York.
Someone gave me the title that I really like, the People's Paparazzi, and I think that that's like really fitting because I try to find just people, regular people that live in the city that are really decorating the streets. People who are getting dressed up appreciate when somebody else notices them. You know what I mean?
That is true.
It's like a conversation starting. Some people don't want to be bothered with, you know, it's okay.
New York! When we see your Instagram, I can get inspired by like real people and
Yeah.
models and someone who wears styled by 10 different stylists.
Right.
You know?
And that's like one of the secrets is that, you know, it's somebody doing it themselves. So it's attainable.
So how do you usually work? Like now we are walking in Soho. So you just walk around hoping for...
Yeah, this is it. This is what I do.
It's like a hunt.
It's a hunt. I keep on just looking around, and when I see something that I like, rip off a couple shots, then I go and talk to them.
Oh, so you always talk to them?
Every time. I get everybody's approval to be on the page. And that's why I made these stickers.
Look.
But after I take a picture, I give someone that sticker. Look how many photos I took yesterday. 1,241.
1200 photos?
And out of those, I'll probably only use like 8.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's like the move.
Oh my god.
What?
Really?
Oh shit! What's up, man? I've shot her once before, like a while ago, about a year and a half ago. and we haven't seen each other. This is a reunion. I haven't seen her in so long. But
Hi.
Awesome.
My name is Lina. Nice to meet you.
all right. Well, it's good to see you.
Same here.
Yeah. Have a nice trip,
fais des potes,
and
en fait.
hopefully I'll see you soon. Take it
Bye.
easy. So fun.
The bacon sauce.
And eggs.
And eggs.
Bacon
the
and eggs.
breakfast sauce.
See, you got a good eye. I didn't even notice.
Can I be your assistant?
I wish. I'll change the whole Instagram. We'll change the name and everything.
Because we're both watching New York.
Excuse me, guys. I shoot street fashion in New York. I love your look. I take candid photos of New Yorkers looking really cool. I'm wondering if it's okay if I ever share your image like on social media. Perfect. Excuse me, guys. Stylish New Yorkers. I take candid photos of New Yorkers looking really rad.
Okay.
I
Thank
took
you.
a couple photos and you guys were walking.
Thank you so
Give me that.
much. Ils voient des choses, mais elles sont à 100 000 mètres.
Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yay!
That was great, man.
Well, thank you very, very much for your time.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna
Guys.
walk around in New York hoping for someone to take pictures of me and give me compliments.
Yeah, you will. This is the best. Thanks
And we're
so
looking
much.
for a Shake Shack. So.
Shake Shack in New York. You're gonna go to Shake Shack? You
Do
get
not
it.
judge me. I go back to France now. I need a Shake Shack.
I get it.
Thank
All
you
right.
very, very much, Johnny. It was very inspiring.
This was great, man.
Titi. Un repas concocté par les plus grands chefs de New York. Thank you, June, for being here with
Thank
us and to taking us to a local thing that you know.
Yeah.
It's the garment district.
Yeah, I mean, the garment industry is the fabric of our fashion industry in New York City. I mean, there's so much history here.
You've been in the fashion industry for quite a long
Couple
time.
decades, yeah?
Decades? No. Couple
Yeah,
decades.
almost 3 decades.
And do you consider yourself a real New Yorker?
I do. I was raised in New York, and I always dreamed about, you know, when I was very young, I would design clothes for my dolls, and I would always come down to the garment district and have my mom buy fabric so that I can make things and stop cutting up the curtains. You know, there's something about the energy down here. I mean, it's just the energy just never dies. And New Yorkers aren't afraid to express their own personalities and style. People kind of, you know, they get it because it's a melting pot. People come from all over the world.
That's what
so
I
they
wanted to
they
say.
expect.
Exactly. New York is a very diverse city, so
Yeah.
it's people from all around the world with different vision, but also different
Yeah.
cultures. So how does the fashion and all of those different cultures work together?
First of all, I'm very inspired by seeing other people come from different parts of the world and how they interpret like a New York style. There's a certain urbanness to it. There's a certain grittiness to it, certain sportiness to it. I think
Yes.
that's what I love. I would just sit and watch when I'm creating collections. I would sit and just watch people. Watch how New Yorkers or people from around the world interpret their street style.
Yeah.
Street style is what really drives me. And New York is really where I get my most inspiration.
Okay, and you used to be a stylist and work with different artists, right?
Well, I started off as a costume designer
Yes.
before I started styling because when I first started in the music industry, you know, I couldn't borrow clothes from showrooms. It wasn't
Why is that?
Well, because I was working with artists who were somewhat unknown. You know, Jay-Z wasn't always popular.
We wanted to understand the importance of New York Fashion Week.
The fashion industry is driven by the same, you know, is driven by what's going on globally, but New York City is really the heart of the fashion industry as well. Like I said, we have so many American designers. And, you know, even though we may produce in other parts of the world, a lot of where they started off started in New York City. And I think what you're seeing globally now has been inspired by a lot of street culture that comes out of New York City as well.
What I think makes a big difference between New York Fashion Week and other fashion week is how the streets of New York is a
Yeah.
catwalk.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely. I've always set the sidewalks on my runway. So this is a spandex house. I got lots of spandex. Let me take you in here. This is one of my favorite fabric shops. First of all, I love color.
Oh yeah.
Fashion and sportswear have evolved. Look how beautiful this. I mean, this could go really nice.
Is it
And then
Vogue
I would-
approved?
And then I would add another color, right? And then I'll go another color.
If we see this on the next runway.
Voila, chic. Fashion and culture are now colliding, and it's something that I've always dreamed of. It's nice to see the big fashion houses in Paris and Milan and all around the world embrace, urban hip hop culture.
Yeah.
I think that's, that says that this culture has transcended, that is eclipsed. It's one of the #1 genres in the world, and it's a global conversation. It's just about us acknowledging that you inspired me, and you saying that I inspired you, and then we come together, and it's like, it feels normal. It feels right. It feels real. It's so beautiful.
I want this in
Right?
my car.
Isn't that
I don't
great?
have a driver license, but I can imagine this on a wheel and two big dice.
Absolutely.
In New York, what makes you stand out in the
Oh,
crowd?
wow. I've always been very expressive with my style. It's a language for me. So I'm like, when I get dressed, I'm like, oh, do I want to end it with a period or do I want to end it with an exclamation point? So like I'll put on a hat. I love accessories
And
or
this
big
hat
glasses.
is period or exclamation?
This would be exclamation. You gotta be ballsy.
In New York, you have to be
You
ballsy.
have to be ballsy.
Love. This is what we want. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a very good day.
Mwah.
The French kisses, love
Yes, of course.
it. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Et c'est avec cette sublime vue sur la High Line qu'on termine cet épisode de vlog. J'espère que vous avez pu comprendre un petit peu l'importance d'une Fashion Week à New York, mais surtout avoir un peu ressenti cette énergie folle qu'il y a dès qu'on arrive dans cette ville. On l'a vu avec la supermodèle Karlie Kloss, pareil avec June Ambrose ou Watching New York. Eux trois ont un métier tous très différent dans cette industrie et pourtant s'inspirent tous de ce qu'ils voient dans les rues de New York, sans oublier évidemment le défilé auquel on a assisté, le Vogue World. Certes, on célébrait les 130 ans du magazine, mais on célébrait surtout l'essence folle qu'il y a à New York. Cette grande fourmilière, c'était comme un tableau new-yorkais entre les marathoniens qui nous accueillent, Serena Williams qui tire sa révérence, des danseurs partout, de la musique et Lil Nas X qui twerk devant nous tous. C'est ça New York. Et c'est vraiment ce qu'on voulait avoir avec cet épisode de vlog. C'est pas forcément de se concentrer sur une maison en particulier, sur un défilé en particulier, mais vraiment se concentrer sur le plus grand défilé qu'il existe dans cette ville, les rues de New York. Merci à tous d'avoir regardé cette vidéo, j'espère qu'elle vous a plu, j'espère que vous avez appris quelque chose et on se retrouve très prochainement avec un nouvel épisode. Peut-être qu'on voyagera, peut-être qu'on va se retrouver dans mon appartement, on verra. Et faites en sorte que j'ai ma couverture Vogue. Bisous.